When a normal couple breaks up due to a scandalous affair, we usually wonder how someone could betray someone like that. When it's a celebrity, we more wonder how they thought they could get away with it. We'll show you 10 celebs who got caught getting some action on the side. To get the best action on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and then join our notification squad. Alex Rodriguez. After being married and divorced 3 times, we were wondering if Jennifer Lopez would ever find love. It seems like she didn't want to take any chances of things not working out when she hooked up with former baseball player Alex Rodriguez, known to his fans as A-Rod. After a while of things going seemingly too well, J.Lo hired a private investigator to make sure that A-Rod wasn't getting any action on the sidelines. His former wife, Cynthia Scurtis, divorced him, claiming that he had many extramarital affairs, including one with pop star Madonna. A woman named Lauren Hunter came forward and announced that Rodriguez had cheated on Lopez with her. She claims that the pair had a steamy fling before Rodriguez finally ended it. Hunter demanded $600,000 or she would release incriminating messages to the press and to J.Lo. Rodriguez's legal team is dealing with the situation, and Lopez seems to be standing by her man, despite his less-than-stellar track record and the incriminating evidence against him. The timing of this whole thing is awfully suspicious, since Lopez's ex Ben Affleck has recently expressed an interest in reconnecting. Ben Affleck. If Ben Affleck thinks cheating allegations will make his ex Jennifer Lopez single again, that's probably because it was an affair that ended things between him and Jennifer Garner. During their marriage, there were many allegations of infidelity on Affleck's part, and some claimed that Garner was willfully ignoring them for the sake of their children. However, we recently learned that Affleck was at least involved with producer Lindsay Shookus. Their love affair began in 2013, 2 years before Affleck and Garner announced their separation. To make things even more scandalous, Shookus was still married to fellow Saturday Night Live producer Kevin Miller at the time, although they have since split up. Allegedly, the pair carried on for years, being careful to cover their tracks, but they weren't careful enough, and Garner and Miller became aware of the affair at roughly the same time. Shookus and Garner weren't the only women in Affleck's life. He also had a fling with his children's nanny, Christine Uzunian. Although Garner confessed to finding out about the affair, she claims that it wasn't a factor in the divorce, and she wasn't aware of his dalliance until after they were already separated. Nick Young. When someone is cheated on, sometimes they feel ashamed and want to downplay the incident. Pop star Iggy Azalea, however, put her cheating partner on blast. She was engaged to basketball player Nick Young, but was constantly plagued by rumors of his infidelity. Although she seemed to dismiss the rumors, that all seemed to change once she had some hard evidence in hand. Young was busted on home security camera, bragging about repeatedly cheating on Azalea to teammate D'Angelo Russell. Azalea tweeted about her discovery, and we are sad to say that we were in shock. There had already been many rumors that Young was involved with his ex-girlfriend and mother of his child, Kiana Green, behind Azalea's back. Apparently, Azalea had heard the rumors before, as well as hearing Young admit to being involved with Green and many other women. As for Young, he preferred to remain cryptic about the events and posted some generic statements on social media about everyone making mistakes. Green refused to apologize for being in love and claimed that their affair began a mere 3 months after Young's engagement and resulted in her pregnancy with Young's second child. Norman Reedus. Norman Reedus is known for his role as Daryl Dixon, the most beloved character on AMC's The Walking Dead. We know Daryl is a good guy, but Reedus got up to some questionable behavior with Diane Kruger during her 9-year relationship with Joshua Jackson. She did play the role of Helen in the film Troy, so maybe it shouldn't be a surprise that men just can't get enough of her. Reedus and Kruger worked together on the 2015 film Sky, and apparently they had a lot of chemistry both on and off the set. Their affair was anything but subtle, and claims began to surface that the two were seen making out in plain sight. At an East Village dive bar, the two chose a secluded table for their scandalous hookup, and by all accounts, Kruger was the aggressor during this steamy encounter. At the time, Jackson was on the other side of the world, enjoying a 3-week trip. Jackson and Kruger split, and for a long time, Reedus and Kruger made us wonder if they were going to be more than just a one-time fling. Over a year after their public makeout, the two finally started dating. Tyga. Kylie Jenner is renowned for her famous family, business savvy, and extremely good looks, so we were shocked to hear allegations that Tyga had been unfaithful to her. The two had always had a roller coaster relationship, but cheating on Jenner was the ultimate in disrespect. Sources claim that he stepped out with Brazilian model Ana Lu Cardoso, who he met on one of his music video shoots. The pair exchanged numbers, and sources say that Tyga was at least discreet enough to wait until Kylie was out of town before inviting Cardoso over. Allegedly, Cardoso was unaware that Tyga was attached, and when it seemed like his affair might go public, Tyga dropped her immediately. At one of his gigs, Tyga met 21-year-old Tiffany Kathleen Burtis, who claimed that she and a handful of other women received an all-access backstage pass, and we do mean all access. Like Cardoso, she claimed that Tyga didn't utter a word about his girlfriend Kylie. Perhaps the most notorious instance of Tyga stepping out was his dalliance with transgender model Mia Isabella. Isabella was only too happy to reveal their steamy text exchange to the public, letting everyone in on the secret. As for Tyga and Kylie, they've recently broken up and both claim that this time it's for real. Promise not to cheat on our trivia question? One notorious Hollywood philanderer is Charlie Sheen. He may get women, but he also has to pay a hefty monthly sum in child support to his ex-wife, Brooke Mueller. How much does she receive monthly from Sheen? Keep watching to find out. Jake Paul. One of the downsides of making your living on social media is that your breakups tend to be pretty public. For two people who never officially dated, there's certainly been a lot of mudslinging and accusations between Jake Paul and Alissa Violet. Violet has Paul to thank for her fame, but according to Paul, she repaid him by cheating on him with his own brother, Logan Paul. While that would be a scandalous rumor if it was true, we have our doubts, especially since Paul claims that despite hooking up, he and Violet weren't really in a relationship. On her side of the story, Violet claims that Paul would parade his hookups in front of her while telling her that he loved her and trying to take advantage of her. She also alleges that Paul was emotionally abusive during the time that they were unofficial but together for all intents and purposes. Despite being broken up, there's no shortage of bad blood between Paul and Violet's former BFF Tessa Brooks ended up on Paul's side. The pair are known for taking cheap shots at Violet in their videos, despite the fact that she has moved on to another YouTube star, Ricky Faze Banks. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Another infamous case of he said, she said occurred in the relationship between Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez. Gomez has a reputation for being a sweetheart on and off stage, so we were shocked when Bieber flat out accused her of infidelity. According to Bieber, Gomez had an affair with fellow pop star and former One Direction member Zayn Malik. Since Gomez had made flirtatious comments about Zayn in the past, some people wondered if Bieber's accusations had a ring of truth. Others, however, thought that this was just his way of deflecting blame, since Gomez alleged that he had been the unfaithful one in their relationship. Gomez claimed that Bieber had been continuously unfaithful during their relationship. This caused many fans to speculate if the pair had really been separated when Bieber first hooked up with Sofia Richie. If Bieber expected his fans to stay quiet about his relationship with Richie, he was wrong. The social media backlash was so severe that Bieber threatened to make all of his accounts private. Chris Rock. There's no need to wade through conflicting stories in the case of Chris Rock's infidelity. The comedian has confessed that his affairs were no laughing matter and caused the end of his 18-year marriage to Mala Compton Rock. He claims that since he was the breadwinner in the relationship, he thought that he could get away with his scandalous behavior and that his wife would just have to deal with it. Now he has discovered that the opposite is true, and he has at least owned up to the behavior that devastated his wife and family. Rock admits to cheating with 3 different women, and sources claim that one of them was Scandal star Kerry Washington. Although neither Washington or Rock has confirmed this, there are reports of the pair being awfully close back in 2007 while Rock was still married. It seems that although he's now divorced, Rock has realized that he's still the breadwinner and has referred to his recent comedy tour as the Alimony Tour. When asked if he would ever marry again, he claimed that he wouldn't do so even if it would somehow cure AIDS. Kristen Stewart. At the height of everyone's obsession with the Twilight Saga, we received disturbing news that Bella was cheating on Edward. Okay, so this was in real life, and actress Kristen Stewart was caught cheating on her Twilight co-star Robert Pattinson, but still, it was scandalous. Stewart was caught red-handed, or should we say red-faced, on camera engaging in an affair. To further the effects of the betrayal, she was cheating with the very merry director of Snow White and the Huntsman, Rupert Sanders. Bella and Edward split up, and so did Sanders and his wife Liberty Ross. Sanders described the affair as an exciting mistake and a momentary lapse in judgment. Stewart was apologetic both publicly and privately, and she and Pattinson briefly reconciled after the incident. For a while, her infidelity seemed to have an unfortunate effect on her career, but she has since bounced back stronger than ever. She has also found love again with model Stella Maxwell. Brad Pitt. Since their relationship began with an affair, some people believe it's only fitting that it end the same way. Perhaps the most infamous cheating scandal of all time occurred when Brad Pitt left his wife Jennifer Aniston for actress Angelina Jolie. People were shocked, and most were either firmly Team Aniston or Team Jolie during this time. However, Pitt and Jolie did truly seem to be madly in love, and they set to work accumulating children together almost immediately. But there was trouble in paradise. Pitt allegedly struggled with a drinking problem, and despite being widely regarded as one of the most beautiful women in the world, Jolie was constantly jealous and insecure. When rumors began to fly that Pitt was having an extramarital relationship with his allied co-star Marion Cotillard, those rumors made their way back to Jolie. She was so distraught that she hired a private investigator who confirmed the rumors, and also added that Cotillard might not be the only woman Pitt was involved with, just the most famous one. Pitt and Jolie announced their split, while Aniston remains happily wed to Justin Theroux. How much per month did Charlie Sheen's dalliances while married to Brooke Mueller end up costing him in child support? He pays about $41,000 per month in child support for their two boys. With all of the media attention and cameras focused on them at every moment, it's incredible that these stars thought they could get away with their infidelities. We don't mind if you step out with other YouTube channels as long as you stay subscribed to The Richest. We are happy to have you on our notification squad. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.